All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. As usual, it is Wednesday. You know what that means. It's Wanderlust Wednesday, where we throw a band at you that maybe you've never heard of before, or a song from a band that you know that you may not know the song. But we are still heavy into probably bands that you have not heard of. I've got a fairly decent pile of CDs over here, and we're going to check out more as we go along. So today we are going back to, well, it's hard to say. We're really going back to 1990 as far as debut albums are concerned. And we're talking about this band, The Origin. Anyone hear of The Origin? I can't claim to be the person that introduced myself to Origin, or anyone else to Origin. That credit in my life goes to my wife Sarah, who when I met was listening to these CDs and really turned me on to them, and just listened to these two CDs. Just some really good music for the time, and reminds me of that time. And anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. When you ask her, she says that she was introduced to this band in college at UConn, so this music reminds her of those days at UConn. And she then further said that she was introduced. I said, well, how did you know about The Origin? And she said, well, my friend Sharon introduced me to them. So I reached out to her the other day and said, hey, do you remember this band? How did you find out about this band? And she was very excited and said, wow, that brings me back to UConn. Haven't thought of that in a while. And she shared with me that she remembered that they were opening up for Midnight Oil at Gamble Pavilion at UConn. And I do remember that show, Midnight Oil. I'm not sure why I didn't go, but I remember them playing. Should have gone, because Midnight Oil is a great band. And she said that they were aware of this band prior to them, and they were excited, more excited to see The Origin than Midnight Oil, even though Midnight Oil was great. So anyway, who are these guys? They're an alternative band from San Diego, formed in 1985 when they put out their first 7-inch single. Their singer is Michael Andes, aka Elgin Park. And fast forward just a minute, he ends up writing, producing, or being a part of the cover of Mad World from Tears for Fears, with Gary Jules singing in the movie Donnie Darko. Anyway, they were signed to Virgin Records in 1989. Remember, Richard Branson formed Virgin Records, the Virgin Megastore. That was always an awesome store to go to. I went to that one in the UK. And that's where I got all my Madness CDs. And they had their debut album in April of 1990. That had 3 singles on it: Set Sails Free, November Days, and Growing Old. Growing Old went to number 19 on the modern rock tracks. Remember when we talked about the different charts? The modern rock one is more tracking for my taste. Their second album, Bend, was February of 1992. Bonfires Burning went to number 17, and they opened up for Toad, the Wet Sprocket opened up for them in 92. How about that? Toad was promoting their soon-to-be big album, Fear, and Toad opened for The Origin. Richard Branson sold Virgin soon thereafter, and they were dropped from the label, and that was that. So what's your song of the day today? We're going to throw a bunch of those on there if I can find them on YouTube. They're hard to find, but Growing Old is your song of the day, and we'll throw some other ones on there as well. So enjoy The Origin today. Flashback to the 90s. Tell me what you think below. Have a great day. Looking forward to the rest of the week, and as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.